Well, all right. Well, now that we got that out the way, all right. Well, first things first. I want to welcome our next guest. You know what I'm saying, to the Gazebo. You know what I'm saying, Kizzle. Well, glad to be here. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys
Mason,
for having me.
How's it
you know
going?
what I'm saying? Thank you for letting us do this here. Our winter editions of the Gazebo in the Midtown.
It's lit.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I really want to talk about how you guys got to link up and sort of your first musical experiences. How you guys got together.
I was working on a mixtape called Five Bangers, and I was just at first I didn't know what I was gonna name it or what I was trying to form here. I just knew I wanted some type of project, and I had about like 3 songs done so far, and I think I was just going through Instagram. I forget how I started following Meson on Instagram.
No, it's because you did a video with Chase in that one room back there.
Right, I think that's how I started.
Yeah.
That's how.
Okay.
Right, I did a video with Chase a while before that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It was a while.
it was a while before that. I think it was the tape previous is what I did it for, and then the tape prior. But I think that one snippet that you posted for the One Day beat,
I know what you're talking about.
I was like, y'all fucking
That shit's crazy. I love that beat so
So
much.
I just spiked up. I'm like, yo, like, can you send me that beat? Like, I fuck with that one. I fuck with that shit's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up sending it to me, and when I laid it, I just knew it was like to this
lit.
day it's one of like my favorite songs I've done it so far.
So One Day was the first
crazy.
time that you guys linked up. Okay.
Right.
Nice. And so ever since, it was just been project, you know what I'm saying, making projects together.
I think a while I put that on my one project that only had like 5 songs, and that was definitely like the standout one. I still want to get a video done in that one soon.
That'd be tough. You
Right.
Chase or something, and you know what I'm saying,
For
direct
sure.
that.
His new shit's crazy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been playing it for like a super long time now, so like I definitely want to get some shit done for that. But I think like a little bit after, like the summer after, I think I dropped that Stuck freestyle. The other
Okay.
that it was like a little freestyle I did with another beat of his,
Mhm.
and then I did a video with Chase to that one too.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
It was like the summery one kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So it's been a constant collaboration between.
Those those were like
honestly,
the first.
yeah.
I think those were the first 2. And
We
that's
have,
when we
like-
started just linking up.
I have more songs with him than like a lot of people I like work with.
Yeah. I was running through the catalog, and a lot was produced by Mason and shot by Chase. So
Yeah.
and I loved Dreads Braided Back. That shit's so
It's
It's
fucking.
crazy.
I
like
love
that
that
beat
song.
so much.
It's amazing.
Song's crazy. It's so smooth.
It is. It does. I really do. So take me through that process when you're working with Mason or working with somebody. Like, what's that first thing which you're looking to do? Whether it's lay the hook, or what's the beat selection, or just sort of that creativity process, that creative process.
There's a few different like engineers and producers that I like link up with and work with,
Mhm.
and a lot of them have like a lot of different styles that have like we come across the work. So like, I know when it's like me and Mason, like there's times where like we'll switch it up, and sometimes like there's already like beats that he already sent me that I already like tapped into and like wrote some shit down to. Or there's times where like we're here and I'm just like, he plays me a few and I'm like, well, I fuck with that one, and like we'll see if I can like flow on that one. So like it all depends on like how I'm feeling, or what type of mood I'm in, or what type of.
We just go through the vault
Right.
whenever he comes over and
Yeah.
just try stuff.
Yeah,
So
just pretty much like the sound work and just saying, okay, all right, I can lay something down on that, and then
test the autotune out.
yeah. So what's pretty much like when you lay a verse down, or when you start the vocals, what's pretty much the first thing that you're looking to do? Was it like lay the hook or lay a verse, or what's the sound trying to
It
find?
depends on how I feel that day and how the beat makes me feel, because like I could be in a mood where I'm just like, I'm thinking about it a lot that day, or I want to vent a lot that day. So if I hear the beat and I'm like, all right, I may have some shit that I'm feeling on this beat that I already like kind of started writing, or I may have some shit in my head that like I kind of want to like get out right now and just vent that I've been thinking about all day,
Mhm.
and I'll just vent like that. Or there's times where like I'm like, shit, I'm just in a good mood, like
Mhm.
I just want to fucking sing, so I'll just start singing a bunch of different fucking
Yeah,
melodies,
yeah.
and then it, like if I find a melody that sounds good, then I'll try to start finding some words that go
Mhm.
good with the melody.
And from what I've been listening, a lot of your shit has just been like past experiences, but really true to life
Right.
shit, and it's not really coming from a place of, oh, I'm trying to find the words, or I'm
Right.
really trying to like put something together that's not
Right.
really artificial. So in that way, it's like, where do you sort of find your passion in music, and where does like sort of like where it stemmed from, and sort of what got you into it? Where do you sort of put your heart into it the most?
I've been listening to music like since I was a kid. My mom, she was just raising me around music, just.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was younger, I was in like concert band and shit and concert choir. So like, I was just always into it. And once it got, I remember I used to like write my own music, like try to write my own raps and shit in like second grade, third grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I started getting older, it was just like around like 2005, I was maybe like 7ish. Chris Brown started popping. I was just big on Chris Brown. Like damn, like he's actually killing. So I was just
Mm-hmm.
like big on like singing a bunch of that shit. Uh, and he's one of my favorite, like biggest influences, just because like the way he expresses himself. Like I just watch him. I basically watched him since he was like a kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like he went like just seeing like all the different like changes he done went through his whole life, and then like just seeing how he just expresses his music and like the singing, the dancing, like the rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
He's
like a
nice.
real talented. Like he like likes to paint and shit. Like the way like he just showed me like this. That's another way that you can like. There's so many ways you can just like express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Absolutely.
like,
I
you
think
know,
a lot of people need that outlet in
right,
their life.
right.
It's a
And
creativity.
and like everybody has that thing. Like sometimes it just takes that time to find it. And then I just went through like different things in my life that was just like just kept leading me more and more towards the music. And then like so I had a friend who was like rapping, and he was actually like dropping shit on SoundCloud and shit. I'm like, man, like I want to start to get in that shit. I used to just like write shit down on paper and then like record it on my phone in like high school. And I used to be like walking around school like, yo, you guys want to hear my raps? You guys want to hear my raps? Like, I'll email it to you. I'll email it to you. So I would just like email it to like like a couple of my friends in class
Yeah.
and shit. And then it got to a point where I'm like senior year rolled around. I'm like, damn, I really want to do this shit. And he was still like dropping his shit. So I'm like, man, like what's up? Like I'm really trying to get in the studio. Get me in the studio. Finally, he got me in the studio. This one time we did one song, and then we dropped that, and it was just like,
Who was
yeah,
it?
Damani. His name is OGville.
Okay.
Right. So like we grew
Okay,
up.
I
We
see him on
played football
Instagram.
together when we were younger and shit. And like
That was that song, was that Gang or something? Was that called?
FFG. That's what we called
Yeah.
it.
Okay. All
Right.
right. Yeah, I remember looking through the catalog, and I remember that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's my homie right there. Like so then we got to a point where like we like once we dropped that one, and I'm like, okay, like yeah, we fuck with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, all right. He was like, all right, he can like you can. Spit. We've always been like buddy for, but he never really like. I mean, was thinking I could really rap for. Like he never really knew for.
Took
Cause
it
I never
serious.
really showed him right. I never really showed him like, look, I can really do it. But then finally he got me in the studio and we did it. And then like we went back like a couple weeks later and made like 2 more songs. And then for those 2 I'm like yeah, like I fuck with this shit heavy. And then I went back one more time, and this first time, this was only like my 4th time ever in the studio. I went 3 times with Ville, and then my 4th time ever, I don't know if you know Train Doja.
Yeah.
I linked up with Train, and we were just sitting there like I remember he was recording. We just had like a basic setup and shit. We were just just still going through the motions and shit. He knew like a good amount of what he was doing, but like he was still trying to jumpstart. We were just in there grinding. Got some songs done, and in this one song, I think that one was called Game.
Okay.
That was only like my 4th song, like studio song ever,
Okay.
and I'm just like, yeah, I really fuck with how this shit sounds. Like I think like I should just keep on doing this shit. Like I really fuck with this
Nice.
shit.
And ever since then, it's
Right.
been consistent.
And then like ever since then, it's just been like just different shit. That's just like I didn't see how far he came from just right there when that was only my 4th time in the studio ever, and like
And you
just
saw
to see-
he had a little bit more experience too.
right, and
So.
to see how far he's come now, and then just to see like the progress over time, like I just kept seeing like, oh yeah, the only way is up. Like I just keep getting better at this shit. Like we keep getting more plays. Like why not just keep going hard with it?
Absolutely.
And then there's just like there's different motives behind me. Like I want to be blessed enough to where I can bless others. There's like different reasons why like I had like different like things just push me in this direction. And like the music is what it is for me.
Yeah. And that's a really noble mission. That's a noble
Right.
thing. I really want to talk about that and sort of how you want to give back to others and sort of like your end goal with that in your music and sort of like your mission a little bit.
I mean, there's like a bunch of different ways. Whether it's like just because I know I had like some hard times, but I know there's tons of people who may have had it like 10 times harder than me. You know, so you just never know what people are going through, and there's like many different ways you can bless everybody. You know, like that's why every day I try to just be the best I can be because I don't want to like get too much in like talking. You know, but it's just like it's like I just went through a lot of things that just made me realize like the more good I do and the more I try to do good and bless other people and do the right thing, like the more good comes back to you.
Absolutely, there, man. Good karma comes
Right.
around.
Right.
And so through your music, it's sort of been, from what I'm hearing, a lot of things. Like I said, it's personal passion, and
Right.
a lot of things have been through. Whether it's your life or if there's some of the things that you want to aspire to be,
Right.
and sort of tell me like sort of like your end goal. Where do you see yourself in maybe 5, 10 years doing this music thing, or where maybe even where you want to see yourself?
I mean, I do have like the dreams about being like, you know, that Chris Brown, Drake, you know, being on the top level. Of course, you want to like everything I ever did in my life, like whether it was sports. I played like 3 sports throughout high school, and I was just always so passionate about that. But then I just started to find something else that I was truly like fell in love with. I really like fell in love with like the music shit. So it's just like, of course, like I want to be like you always want to be the best at it, you know. Just
And I think a lot of people take that mindset. Either they don't have it or they do, and they want
Right.
to take anything they do in life. And I think that everybody
Right.
should strive to be the best in something.
Right.
So, in that sense, tell me, going back to some of those earlier days, tell me how someone can have the juice and the sauce at the same time. I really just need to understand that.
The juice and the sauce. It's a song I dropped. That was one of my first ones as well. I think that might have been like my 5th studio song after like the game one, and that was one where I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna drop like a hit, like this is gonna be the one, like
Nice.
I'm about to take off with this shit, like fuck this. I done made like I just got in the studio 4 times, like I've been killing, I've been consistent, like I think this is the one I'm about to fuck it up. So I get in there, I'm like, you know, I'm on my cocky shit, like I said, I wanted to be the best, so I'm like, you know, I got the juice and the sauce, so like going through my 19-year-old fucking head. I think I was 19. I might have just turned 19 when I dropped that one.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because I don't think I ever heard that. Like somebody had either the juice
I was
or the
just on my
sauce,
cocky
and
shit.
I was just like, damn.
I was just 19.
I never heard nobody have both though. Like that's
I was
just
19.
crazy.
I was dreaming. I'm like, I'm on my cocky shit. Like, fuck it. Like, I got the juice out here. But like, that was just like a little something I thought was like catchy. That I like, yeah, I got the juice, and like, yeah, I got the sauce. I'm about to show y'all. Like, so now I went through the verse, and on the verse, I just was like, you know, kind of trying to spit and like vent a little bit, like more on my writing shit. Like,
I got you.
Like, this is why I'm that nigga. You know, this is why I'm, you know, I was just on my cocky shit.
I feel you. So tell me sort of about like your favorite moments or some of those things your favorite things that you've gotten to do through music so far. Whether that be working with somebody in the studio, making a song, getting to perform, or any of those things.
I mean, anytime I get to get in the studio, anytime I get to be on a stage, it's just like one of the best feelings ever. It's like I said, like I just found this to be like one of the best ways to express myself and just like express, like get a lot of energy off. I like to work out a lot. I like to play sports, you know. But like this is like just another way like to just like get that energy off. It's just crazy. Like the feeling that you get when you're on the stage is just like you get to just pour everything out. And I haven't had like a lot of performances so far, but I think I'm almost close to like 10. I'm maybe around 10. This year I definitely want to turn it up a lot, but like with every performance I've been getting like better and better. And it's just like I'm having like more fun with each one.
It's always good feedback.
Right. And last year I went on a little streak where I had like 4 within like 5 weeks.
That's awesome, man.
And I was like hype as shit, but then I haven't had one since then. You know what I'm saying? I might have had like one like the month after, but then I might have had like one like August. I haven't had one since then.
So it's like hot streaks a little bit.
Right. So it's like, but like now the feeling that I got inside of me now is just built up to like the next one I have. I just want to like Like it's just gonna. I know it's just gonna be
Yeah.
so fun.
It's
Just
gonna
because
be
like
all
I
that
just
weight's
got
gonna
so
be worth
I
it.
just got so much
Are
built
you
up that I'm
performing
ready.
in March?
On the
Okay,
6th,
cool,
right?
nice.
Well, there you go. So you got something booked in
Right.
a way.
Right.
Hey, March 6th,
And
you
the
heard
feeling I
that.
got just
Yeah.
leading up, the feeling I got just leading up to it, just like I'm just ready to just like pour out and just like express what I've been trying to express.
Try and give your all into that.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, everybody can appreciate
It's about
that.
to be lit.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Hey, for sure. So tell me sort of about that first. Oh, I don't know if it was your first, but that time in Philly. That I guess it was at the Voltage Lounge.
Right.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So I don't know if you ever heard of those showcase tours you can sign up for, and like you pay a little bit of money and you go, and they got like different performers and like I think they got like 3 different judges and like the top 3 get the top 3 get like 3 different prizes. And like I know like the first place gets to go on like a U.S. World Tour whenever they do like the showcase tour the next time
awesome.
around. So like the first time I went, I signed up and I went and that was like actually one of my first time performing, but it was probably like maybe like my 3rd or 4th time performing maybe.
Okay.
So it was just like it was kind of iffy, but like I had fun and I definitely got better from the last time before. And then I actually signed up for it again the next time, and that was I felt like I got a little bit better that time as well.
Yeah, so sort of like.
And the experience was definitely great. And then after that is when I got booked for those 4 shows in those 5 weeks, and like
Sort of jump started that a little bit.
Right.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit, I guess, about how are you gonna make this year your best year yet musically, sort of, and looking ahead. What are the steps you're taking to make it the best, or what are you gonna do differently, so to speak, on that a little bit?
As of right now, I've got 5 mixtapes out between the end of 2018 and 2019. I feel like a lot of that a lot of people may have not heard yet, you know? I'm big on trying to make like, timeless music, because like we can look up like a bunch of artists from that I was listening to when I was younger and shit that I still listen to now. And even if some of them aren't dropping music now still, there's music that they dropped back then that I can still play today and be like, this shit's hard as fuck. Like I fuck with this shit heavy. So like I like a lot of artists who are like, on those terms.
Absolutely.
So that's what I try to, again, do with my music, try to be the best and try to just drop music that, like, people are just going to fuck with forever. Every song I drop, every song I make, I listen to it like a million times before I release it. After I release it, I listen to it a million more times.
Yeah, it's sort of like a self-critiquing process that never ends.
Right, so it's like, I just try to, what was I going to say?
So good. So pretty much, tell me, all right. So you had to choose one. All right, football, wrestling, or track. You had to do one. What are you gonna do?
I would say all of them help me in different ways because they're all like 3 totally different sports.
You were a wrestler?
Right.
That's lit. My little brother is.
Really?
Yeah.
I wrestled from
That's awesome, man.
the end of 7th grade to 12th grade.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Damn.
It was lit for real. Wrestling taught me a lot for sure.
I bet.
That's a lot of discipline.
Right.
Wrestlers are like a different breed of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
I definitely ran into some crazy ones.
Yeah.
Probably had some competition, I would think. Get sat
What
on
was your
your
weight
ass.
class?
And PA is definitely a hard ass.
It's they take it serious. Yeah, we take it
It's a
serious.
hard
So
ass
were
state
you
for
like?
wrestling.
Were you like?
PA is one of the best states for wrestling.
For real?
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like that's believable.
They got some.
Pennsylvania's crazy at everything.
Yeah.
We produce a lot
And
of
football too, and track.
Yeah, a lot of good football
And
players.
rappers and
Yeah,
actors.
and rappers and actors.
Sure.
Nah, I wrestled lightweight though, bro. My
Okay.
senior year, I wrestled like 126.
Okay.
Then I think for like postseason, I dropped down to like 120.
My little brother last year, he weighed like 285, almost 300. I know, right? And he wrestled, and like some of the kids that like came out were like weighed more than him, which is like, dude, that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's some hefty
He was
competition.
a big kid, but he lost
I
it.
feel like the generation of kids is just getting bigger and bigger.
Nah, he lost. It was just like unhealthy. He
I
lost
want to get in
at
shape
school.
because I see like some kids that go to my high school now and shit, and like they be dunking and shit, doing all types of crazy shit, big as hell. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get on my
Got like
shit.
full beards and shit in high school.
Oh man, we had some people that even when I was still in school.
I don't think I ever touched rim my 4 years of high school. I don't think I ever touched rim.
Damn, I can get rim. I could probably still get it, honestly. I can jump.
Meson with the hops. I can picture it. I can picture it.
I couldn't dunk though. I can dunk on a 9-foot hoop.
9 foot? Damn, that's nice. Though. I mean, that's just getting there, bro. That's getting there, bro. That's just funny.
No, but oh yeah, about I remember what I was going to say now about the years and shit.
Yeah.
But so I got about like 4 or 5 mixtapes out now, and I'm trying to make a lot of timeless music. So right now I'm in the process of just making just grinding and trying to get a bunch of visuals out for a lot of my old shit. Because I got one tape that has 5 songs on it, another one, 2 that have like 8 each on them, another one that has about 8 on it, another one that has 5. You know, so I'm like, I'm trying to like, I know like there's a whole bunch of people who haven't heard this shit, and a lot of this shit I do feel like pretty confident about. I feel like it's pretty decent music, at least enough for more people to be listening. So I want to just get a bunch of visuals out. For that stuff.
I think that's really important for a lot of artists is to get visuals out for even for podcasts or for artists or for like just putting out something that people can visualize. Because like we were talking about with Nikki, a lot of people got short attention spans. They need something that's captivating visually and audibly, and it's something that they can listen to wherever or when they have time to. It's something that they can be captivated by. So I think that's very important. So I appreciate that, man. So.
So and then just in the process of this, I just want to, in the process of just getting all these visuals out, I'm just working on, you know, that one project that I feel like is just my first, you know, major mixtape album / you know.
It's their first like major drop.
Right.
Yeah. And so what do you think you need to do to get
Although
ready
I feel
for
like
that?
really confident about like some of the previous tapes I dropped.
Yeah.
Like the ones I done with Meson.
Yeah. I liked In My Duffy. I like that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And I liked how you had the songs that they were on each tape were different. It was a song named In My Duffy on the other tape, and then it was just I was like a little confused. I'm looking them up, and I'm like, oh shit, we got but songs and albums are the same one, but that's a nice little collaboration, you know what I'm saying, between y'all. We can expect something again.
I hope so. Yeah, I want to.
For sure. For sure.
Well, shit. Let me say where people can find you. Let people know what's happening, and shout out anything that you need to know. You know what I'm saying about Kizzle.
You can find on my social media on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Lul Kizzle, LulKizzle, and on SoundCloud. If you just type in Kizzle Harrisburg, you'll find me there. On Spotify, Apple Music, if you type in Lul Kizzle, LUL, and then Kizzle, you'll find me there as well.
And say anything else people need to know about you, bro. That's it.
All I would say is if you haven't tuned in to me yet, I would tune in very, very soon because I'm expecting very big things this year.
It's gonna be lit.
Right.
Dope shit.
I feel like it's gonna be a big year. I like the way that this is going.
All right, well, I really appreciate you, man, stopping by. I really
appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, we're just getting started with this. I want to give people a platform where they can find artists in a new way, get to know people, and expose artists that really care about their craft.
Right.
So I really appreciate you. I appreciate Meson for letting me come through. Appreciate Chase. I appreciate all you guys. So, all right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. Cool. Yes. All right, well, man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, man.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's spark that L. Let's go smoke.
Gazebo,